from where you
Hmm.
are getting the vocabularies in your life, and how do you identify, is it good for me and I take it, let me just skip that, what is your procedure for it?
This is the real job. This is okay. So, how's everything going with you now these days?
Everything is fine, hunky dory at my place, and I'm enjoying my life. And on top of that, my kids are at home because summer vacation has started. So
Hmm.
I would say, my son, my both kids are driving me crazy. It's very difficult to handle them together. So yes, I'm enjoying each and every moment because this is a life. You need to depend on you. If you take it in a positive way, I mean, if you want to take it in a happy way, then you will feel happy. Like our brain is like a magnet, right? If you are looking for the blessing, you will get the blessing. If you're looking for something different, negative thing, the negative thing will come. So if I'm staying my home with my kids and I'm happy, then I will feel happy and cheerful, joyful. If I feel like, oh, my kids are driving me crazy, then I will always feel like tired, exhausted. I feel not happy. So I'm happy.
This is great. When we are surrounding ourselves with the kids, so we always feel very grateful. We always feel very thankful that we have somebody who can disturb us, who can make some nuisance in the home. Actually,
Yeah.
we need, yeah, we need somebody. Otherwise, we are just, we are just keeping ourselves swamped with our self itself only, and
Hmm?
nothing is gonna happen. We'll not be able to feel like that we are the social animal.
Yes.
We'll feel like one more thing I would like to know. So, what all things are being done by you now these days to enhance or to bring some transformations in your communication?
Communication. The first and the foremost thing, what I believe, that you need to keep yourself on the practice mode on daily basis without fail. Like you eat your balanced diet, like you hit the gym, right? Like you eat the food every day. So you have to keep yourself on the practice mode, like you are eating the food without missing a day. Without missing a day. Muscles practice and jaw flexibility is required here. First and the foremost,
Exactly.
I do it. And the second thing, before hopping into the world of responsibility and my distraction, claim my concentration. What I do, I follow few things, certain things in my life: yoga, meditation, self-talk in English, self-talk in English, to keep myself
Hmm.
in practice mode, because it is not important that you will get every time a good communicator, good speaker, right? And I feel you are the best speaker for yourself. Your shadow is the best speaker for yourself. When you are idle, when you are not getting the whole learner, right? When you are not hitting the conversational flow. So that is the second thing I do to make myself, active in this language. And third thing, what I do is I revise all my notes every day without fail. I wanted to give you the show. I want to just give you the gist of my notes. These book
Mm.
registered is made by me, prepared by me. I'm not copying from anyone's. I just need to revise it to make them active in my brain.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jotting down is not going to solve your problem until and unless it is not active in your brain. So make them active on daily basis. So what is the outcome? What is the outcome of all that? What I described you here. Keep yourself on the practice and active as much as you can do it with your sentence structure, with your vocabulary.
Yes, I completely accord with you because now these days I'm asked this question a lot that how we can recall the things at the time of utilization. So I always tell them that you don't need to uh, be in a skeptical situation. You need to you need to come out, you need to step out from the comfort zone and you need to do practice consistently or relentlessly. Then you'll be able to recall the things for a long period of time. This is literally not a low hanging fruit to remember the things for for a for a
Yes,
long period of time. So
yes.
we need to reiterate the things vigilantly or attentively. And if we
Mm,
are reiterating the things and if we are deliberately pushing forward the things in the communication or comprising them in the communication, so one or the other day we'll be able to prevail them. We'll be
yes,
able to incorporate them in the communication.
yes, yes. This is the only way, right? And this is not the only one notebook I have. One, two, 3 and 4, all these 4 things I'm revising on daily basis. and these all are full. कोई खाली नहीं है, all are full. So
Hmm.
that means
Great.
somewhere down the line, I'm torturing. You need to torture yourself. If I says that, torture yourself if you want to gain. Uh, I read one quote. Every successful person has a painful story, and every painful story has a happy ending. So without
Hmm.
pain, no gain. Take the pain, take the torture on yourself, then only you can horizon the law of your, you know, profession front or personal front.
Exactly. Yeah. Without putting ourselves into the hot water, we'll not be able to grab anything, as per my
Yes.
opinion, because I have been witnessing all these things in my own personal life. There was a moment in time where I was having lot many deviances in my life. I was not doing anything. I was just killing my time. But this time, I have got to know this thing that how can I work on my things? How should I execute tons of ways? How can I apply them on myself? How can I suggest something to somebody? These are the things, and these things come by practice. When we
Yes.
are relentlessly working on ourselves, persistently working on ourselves, then we get to know what are the right outcomes, how you can actually onboard the right things in your daily routine.
Yes. Now, before you ask, let me, I have a bone to pick with you. How do you accumulate all of vocabularies in your life? What are the sources from where you
Mhm.
are getting the vocabularies in your life? And how do you identify, is it good for me and I take it? Let me just skip that. What is your procedure for it?
This is the real job. This is the great job. If somebody is able to comprehend this thing, that which vocabulary is going to be play an indispensable part in my communication,
Mm-hmm.
that person can collate the vocabularies prudently, and he can utilize or comprise them in the communication.
Yes.
That's how we can amplify ourselves. So this is like how I have been working on these things. So like if I have been connecting to you, so I'll exert to jot down everything, whatever you have spoken. Not everything. Like if
Ah,
I
yeah.
don't know a word, I jot down that particular word, and I gather to collect some information about that particular word. That how can I actually learn? Sorry, I've got a call. Allow
No.
me a second. Is it fine now?
Yeah.
So, okay. So if I am listening to somebody, so I just
Mm-hmm.
jot down that particular word, whichever I'm not aware of.
Yes.
After jotting down, I just collate them, and I just, as you told me, as you just have spilled the beans, that I have been just reiterating all these things. So same thing
Okay.
I have been doing. So I
Uh-huh.
just listen to the people like you. I listen to couple of podcasts. I
Mm-hmm.
listen to some native speakers, and if
Mm-hmm.
they use any particular word, that is going to leave a great impression
Mm-hmm.
on me as well. And I
Mm-hmm.
find that this can be utilized by me in my
Mm-hmm.
own communication. So I
Mm-hmm.
jot down that particular word. I collect only the active vocabularies. I don't collect the words from the books, from
Mm-hmm.
the social media platforms. I just listen to the people and jot down the words. And after jotting down, I reiterate the meaning of them. I always endeavor to incorporate them in my communication. That's how I have been just collecting the things meticulously.
Yes, yes, yes. I like one point here. You just said that active word. Very
Yeah.
important. We need to understand that there are two type of vocabularies. One is active, another is deactive. Means the
Mm.
first step, whenever you are, you are finding whenever you are come across with any vocabulary, just ask the question: Is it going to useful? Is it going to be active in my brain? Useful? Then take it. If it is not, then just skip it. Just brush it aside.
Mm.
Just brush it aside. Okay. And second is just jot down it, write the meaning. And here I would like to tell you, one point here. We all have chat GTP, isn't it? Right?
Yeah,
We
exactly.
all have chat. You can take the help of chat GTP and tell them this is the word, and now frame the sentences in a different scenario. He will give you everything. Just one click away. Right? You will get it.
Yes.
Once you get it, all the sentences and the meaning, then try to frame the sentences by your own, understanding the deep down meaning of the word, right? Third
Yes.
step, and the third step is note that word on your wrist. That actually I'm doing on myself. Just note it down here because this is easy to read it and accessible area. You need not to open the book always all the time. Oh, what was that word? I'm bored. I'm just getting that word. So just keep that right down here. Note it down on your wrist. It will easy to accessible, right? Fourth thing. Now and you will get the notification from your hand, from your wrist. अरे ये word है, I have to use that word. Kind of a
Yeah.
notification you get immediately. That's actually I'm doing it. And the
Mhm.
last, not the least, is now you are ready to use it. But before
Exactly.
using that word, you should have, you should have confidence, spring in your step, and that confidence that I can use that word easily without fumbling, and it should be natural flowing.
Mm. Hmm. Okay, so I would also like to, like to break the ice on this particular thing. How do I collect and how do I like how the people should work on their vocabularies and advanced structures as well. So, as per my opinion, like if we have collected 10 words in one
Yes,
week, so
yes,
it is not gonna happen that we are gonna utilize all the 10 words in our
yes,
communication.
yes,
So first and foremost thing that we need to be very attentive whenever we are collating the words. So if we have collated 10 words, so we need to just reiterate them periodically, and after that we need to comprise them in the communication
yes,
deliberately. We need to comprise them, and if we are able to utilize at least 5 words out of 10 active vocabularies, it
yes.
means that we are definitely moving the needle in the communication. And if
Hmm.
we are not, if we are utilizing only one vocabulary, and after utilization of that particular vocabulary for a week, we are not able to recall that particular vocabulary again, it means amplifying or perpetuating ourselves in this communication.
Yes,
So we need relentless practice. We need to reiterate them, as you mentioned, that you jot down on all the vocabularies on your hand, and then you give notification to yourself that you have something to work on. So same thing, we need to reiterate them. And one more thing I would like to mention here, that we cannot carry them everywhere, like as you mentioned that I cannot jot down everything on my notebook, and if I'm
yes,
jotting down, so I cannot like open my notebook
yes.
every time. So we can do one thing at the place of this particular thing, we can just click the pictures, so that
Mm-hmm.
because now these days many PDF applications are there,
Okay.
so we can utilize them to add those pictures in our phone, and whenever we get leisure time, we are traveling somewhere, we are talking to somebody, we are commencing any other thing, we
Mm-hmm.
are doing, we are just killing the time, so that time we can just open our phone and we can reiterate those things. And apart from these things, uh, I would also like to one more thing, that this is very inevitable part of communication. Like
Mm-hmm.
if somebody is not able to incorporate the vocabularies in the communication, because unless we are not pushing forward, or we are not deliberately incorporating the words in the communication, will not be able to incorporate them. So first we need to make a note of it, that whatever we have learned, at least we need to give it a check how we can comprise them in the communication.
Yes.
So if the incipient days of practicing vocabularies, if we are getting stuck, if we
Mm-hmm.
are pondering a lot, uh, if we are not able to decide this thing, that how we can incorporate the things in the communication, this is okay. This is the part of learning. Right? If you're
Yes,
getting stuck, these are the things, those who are definitely going to bring a big and monumental transformations in ourselves.
yes, yes, yes.
And
Absolutely,
it will
absolutely.
change it will
Yes,
change our standpoint, our outlook. How can I broaden my own horizons towards anything, not only about the
yes.
vocabularies, not only about the grammatical structures, not only about the communication, about the overall life's chapter.
Yes, well said and well described. And here I would like to, add on one point that all methods, all techniques are not meant for all. Right?
Exactly.
You are different,
Hmm.
I am different, you have a different approach, I have a different approach.
Exactly.
So my message to everyone, just find out your interest first of all. Very important. If
Mm,
you don't have interest, then you will not be able. If you want to learn it, then cultivate that interest by using
exactly.
simple habit, by adding simple habit in your life, because you can't change your future. You can change your future when you will change, when you will inculcate and cultivate some beautiful habits in your life. So apply this as well. And I would say, when I'm going any kind of a conversation with you, I'm automatic. I just fell head over heels. I just blown away, and I so mesmerized, by listening to you and speaking whatever you are saying. It's great.
Yes, me too, me too. Actually, I also have been getting the same vibes that I get some consummate optimistic or kind of vibes in myself as well when I connect to you. And it's been long time I hadn't had any conversation with you, but
Same
this
here.
time, like finally, I got this chance to have this
Same.
amazing, excellent. I do not have even words to spectacular conversation with you.